Kyle noticed the Iraqi man's swollen elbow. As a seasoned soldier, he immediately realized that kind of injury only comes from lying down with a sniper rifle for a long time. That meant this man was most likely an insurgent. Kyle quickly stood up, pretending he needed the bathroom, and began quietly searching the house. Before long, he noticed something strange about the floor. When he lifted the carpet, he found a metal plate underneath. He pried it open, and sure enough, inside was a stash of weapons and ammo. With the evidence in hand, Kyle went straight back to the dining room, grabbed the man by the throat from behind, and dragged him to the hidden cache. Then he gave him two options: be executed on the spot or go knock on the door of Iraq's top sniper, Tafa. In the end, the man chose to knock. Kyle quickly set up his rifle across the street. The door swung open, and a heavily armed fighter stepped out. Kyle didn't hesitate. One shot, dead. Seeing his comrade go down, the Iraqi man panicked, grabbed an AK off the floor, and tried to fight back. But Kyle dropped him with a single bullet. The gunfire brought in the rest of the American soldiers, who stormed the place, only to find a tunnel entrance inside. Tafa had already slipped away. The few fighters who hadn't escaped were quickly taken out by the unit. But trouble came fast. Local civilians gathered, furious over the man's death, calling the U.S. soldiers the real terrorists. The situation spiraled out of control, forcing Kyle to retreat. After the militant was taken out, a kid suddenly ran over, picked up the rocket launcher, hoisted it onto his shoulder, and got ready to fire. That scared the hell out of the American sniper watching from the high ground. His finger was already on the trigger, ready to shoot at any second. Thankfully, the boy dropped the launcher at the last moment, and the sniper finally let out a sigh of relief. As a legendary marksman, Kyle had taken down hundreds of enemy fighters. But when it came to a child, he could never bring himself to pull the trigger. Not long after, Kyle was assigned one final mission: to eliminate the enemy's top sniper, Mustafa. This guy had already killed hundreds of American soldiers. Thanks to drone surveillance, the military managed to pinpoint Mustafa's general location. Kyle lurked on the high ground, waiting for the enemy sniper Tafa to appear. But just as he got his rifle into place, one of his teammates was suddenly shot and killed. Kyle instantly realized the shot had come from behind. He quickly turned around and reset his position. At 1,900 meters away, he spotted his target. The enemy sniper was hiding inside a tent, but hitting something from over 1,600 meters, almost impossible. Kyle adjusted his scope, lined up his sights on Iraq's deadliest sniper, but the ground below was crawling with militants. The moment he fired, his location would be exposed. Right then, one of his teammates made a break from cover. If Kyle didn't shoot now, the guy would be dead. Without hesitation, Kyle pulled the trigger. The bullet hit dead on. The duel between two snipers was over in an instant, but the gunshot also exposed the position, and a large number of militants approached quickly, and the U.S. military engaged in a fierce exchange of fire with them. Faced with the enemy's numerical suppression, the U.S. military could only call for air support urgently. The U.S. military took advantage of the cover of the sandstorm and successfully boarded the helicopter that came to rescue. Kyle had completed his final mission. The war wasn't over yet, but he was done with it, so he chose to leave the battlefield and return to his family. Just as he was ready to start a normal life again,